Jersey, 1500.
Yes! Here comes
GHT.
All right, on WGHT, North Jersey's live and local radio station at 8:38. 22 minutes up in front of 9 o'clock. We're very honored to be joined this morning by someone that Greta and I very much admire, especially his yearly Christmas card, Greta. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yes, thank you. I look forward to it every year.
The amazing Kreskin is here.
How's it going there? I have to tell you, folks, and you know, it's great to talk to someone in my home state now because I'm traveling constantly. The airline industry has figured out, as of a few months ago, that I've now flown a little over 3 million miles, if you can imagine. I'm on the road most of the time.
That's because you are amazing. Where are you now?
I'm in the Essex County. I'm home.
Oh, that's
I'm
good.
Home. I came home 2 days ago. I'm home for a few days. My book, by the way, is coming out in a couple of weeks called In Real Time, and people can go on my webpage or access it and look at what it's about. But it's my predictions of what's going to be happening in the months and the years and the century to come. It took me 2 years to write. It's called In Real Time. And if you guys would like, as soon as it comes out, I'll send you a copy, a hard copy of it, and we can really discuss the book in some detail if you're interested.
Absolutely.
I got to tell you both this. What is my phone lighting up about? Is there a lottery thing that's a lot of money right now as if nobody knows about it? Jesus. Did someone win it in New Jersey or what?
Well, I have to tell you, Jimmy said to me, why did I schedule you today? I should have scheduled you on Tuesday or yesterday.
Yeah,
okay?
That's what they're saying.
Okay.
Yes, I can understand Jimmy saying that, Greta.
You're a day late, and we're $1.5 billion short is what the problem is. That's what the deal is.
Was someone in New Jersey amongst the winners, Jim, or what was the situation?
In Jersey, for the last one, when there wasn't the big winner, there were couple of $1 million winners in New Jersey.
Yeah.
But this time now, it's California, Tennessee, and Florida.
Well, I got to tell you, folks, and I'm doing some net television interviews later on because they want my comment. Greta, was it did I hear $1 billion? It went up to $1 billion or something? Is that true?
Over $1.5 billion.
Folks, listen to me because I'm not a negative person. I'm an extremely positive person. This is going to promise to be a curse on the winners, that they would ever let a person win, not $1 million, $5 million, but $20 million, $50 million, $100 million. I want to tell you the curse that's hanging over these people. These people who win this money will never, ever again, to the day they die, know when they meet a new person for the first time in their life if that person could ever be a true friend.
Absolutely.
Or is a phony seeking the money. There are people in this country right now who have full-time, well-paid jobs. Hear me, folks. Full-time, well-paid jobs where their job is to go after people who win, not billions of dollars, but with maybe 5,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million, and so forth. And that they're trained to do this. They're trained to befriend people. The multiple techniques are being used. Sure. They're using every device they can find to lure people in. Do you honestly think about this, folks listening to me, that you carrying that kind of money would ever know again that a person who you meet is really a person who wants to know you as a friend? Do you hear me, folks?
That's what's amazing about you, Mr. Kreskin, the amazing Kreskin. You know that the best things in life are free.
Even freedom is not for free. And when we come back in a couple of weeks, Greta, are you there, by the way?
Yes, I'm here.
You know what I like about the two of you guys? You're good folks. You're flaky, but you're refreshing, and that's what makes it interesting.
Hey, I want to let our audience know that we're not just talking to the amazing Kreskin. We're talking to a guy that's been on The Tonight Show 61 times.
Yeah, let me clarify something that's not accurate, and that's what it says in the print and what have you. But the exact number of times is 88 times, and I have discussed this recently.
88
Regis
times.
is 105 times. I understand, by the way, they're repeating the Carson series because 2 nights ago people are calling me and saying, do you realize the show you did what year and so forth is now being seen? When we get back on the air together again, aside from the future things, I got to tell you what's been happening so far in my career. But also, can you imagine that a year ago, and we didn't count this past year, but a year before that, In 1 year, if I were to count, we counted every single radio, television, and concert appearance. 2 years ago, in 1 year, I did 364 appearances around the world. So I'm on the road most of the time.
That's amazing.
My life has been an adventure. That's when Tom Hanks released the movie 5 years ago, The Great Buck Howard. It was great to see that John Malkovich played me, and Hanks said to me, he says, Kreskin, he watched every video he could to try to get every action and so forth. But the funny thing is, Hank said the worst thing is his handshake. I said, what do you mean? He said he shook hands for 3 days with about 30 people a day the way you shake hands. Now, you may not know, unless you see me on television, I do have a slightly energetic handshake. Regis says that it's the dream of every chiropractor on the face of the earth. I'll send the book to you. We could spend 15, 20 minutes talking about my comments on the future.
In real time. Coming out soon.
By the way, you guys are, I mean this sincerely, it's great to talk to some. How long have you been in the business, the two of you? Have you've been separately and then joined as a team? How long has it been?
We've been a team for 10 years. I've been on for 37.
Wow. Then I'm going to tell you something. You have seen a tremendous amount of changes in the broadcast business. And for you guys to be a team for 10 years in this day and age is a remarkable achievement. So it says something about you folks. And by the way, I want the producers to know this, that the next time I'm in your area, are you in the Pompton Lakes area?
Oh, yeah.
Is that where you are?
Yeah.
Sometime I'm going to walk on the air, and with the two of them on, folks, but I promise you I will not read their thoughts on the air. Oh, my God, that could be...
That would be brutal, man.
That would be brutal.
That would be brutal.
Listen, we'll talk then in a couple of weeks, huh?
Hey, Gret, this is one of the nicest guys. I want to thank you for
a
inviting
pure
me.
gentleman.
Yeah.
But listen, I like you folks, and you know what I'm going to say to you folks in the spirit of broadcasting, and I've said this a few thousand times, I'm not going to say goodbye. Let's just say to be continued, okay?
To be continued.
This was a good gig for you because you didn't have to look for the envelope with your money in it. Because
you should.
There's no money today
know
for
where
you.
I found it through the years. By the way, I have now failed 10 times. I failed one more time in a private affair here in actually New Jersey some months ago. But that's not many failures out of 6,000. And of course, the agreement is, as you know, if I don't find my fee, that's hidden by a committee while I'm out of the theater or the banquet hall or even the private party the people will have. If I don't find my fee when I return into the room or the building, I don't get paid. I have lost 10 times, and one time was in New Zealand where I lost in one night $51,000. So one of the interesting things is the American Medical Association. They had a convention a few years ago in Vegas, and it was the College of Surgeons, and of course, part of the program is I left the banquet hall, and they hit my check anywhere in the entire banquet hall and then called me back in. I don't ask any questions. It's not a guessing game. This is not some kind of gimmick. The committee simply thinks of what they've done. If I don't find it, I don't get paid. Well, I walk through the place, and there's a lot of people sitting in folding chairs because the doctors that came into the show not only had tables, but there were more that came in, so they put up hundreds of chairs. And I kept walking up to this woman, a doctor, who was sitting in a chair, and I kept picking up the chair and turning over the chair, and it wasn't in the chair. I didn't believe it was on her, and I kept walking away and coming back. I finally said, I give up. And the president, who was at the dais, said, well, we're going to pay you anyway, Chris, and we really enjoyed your show. I said, no, you can't. I can't break the integrity of what I've done. They said, we'll turn it over to a charity, which was a Seton Hall a place because I graduated in my degree there. Well, guess where the check was? When I had left the room, they moved some 30 or 40 chairs, rolled the carpet of the room 1/4 of the way up, put the check down, rolled the carpet back in place. My right foot was standing on the check. Can you imagine?
Wow.
Holy Toledo!
Listen, folks, I can foresee I'm going to be talking to you guys in a couple of weeks. And Greta, sometime we'll meet, and I do warn you, your partner there, if I do read his thoughts, I'll be very cautious. Is that okay?
Yeah, you would like me. You would like me.
I know I would. Take care now. Talk to you soon.
There he is, Greta.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
The amazing Kreskin, ladies and gentlemen, on WGHT Radio, with his presence a day after the Powerball numbers were already pulled, but you cannot write your own ticket in life. Kreskin says so, Gret.
That's right. That's right.
And the people that won will be cursed to never know a true friend again the rest of their lives. Like Greta and I have a great friendship. Mm-hmm. Imagine if I was a billionaire, I would be thinking Greta's just my friend to get my money. Right, Gret?
I'm thinking about it. Kreskin, I lost a few things. He's off the phone, and I have to tell him. I go find my piece of jewelry that I lost.
Keep an eye open for his new book. It's coming out in a month and a half. It's called In Real Time, coming to bookstores soon and online. Thank you for joining us this morning on WGHT, The Amazing Kreskin.